Hello dear students, welcome back to physics online class. So in last class, we are discussing about that magnetic length here. So in case of that magnetic length, we got that magnetic length, also we can call it as effective length. That magnetic length which is equal to 5 by 6 times of that geometric length. Why? Because magnetic length means the shortest distance between that poles we can consider. Whatever the poles we can take, means north pole and south pole, these poles not resides at the end of the magnet, these poles resides inside the magnet. So we can believe that magnetic length value is always less than that of geometric length. So in today's session, we'll have a talk about that pole strength and magnetic dipole moment, and what are the applications of those dipole moment we'll look at in this section here. First we can understand about that pole strength here. What's the mean of pole strength here? So pole strength means it is the ability of the pole to attract or repel that another pole we can consider as pole strength here. For example, north pole and north pole repel each other, north pole and south pole, it will get attract each other. So pole strength means it is the ability, of pole to attract or repel another pole. So what's that pole strength here? So it is the ability of the pole to attract or repel another pole of a magnet. Another pole of a magnet, we can call it as pole strength. For example, treat this is one bar magnet, this is north pole and south pole. Another bar magnet I will consider, that is north pole and south pole. So here north and north, this will get repel each other, so north and south will get attract each other. So ability of the pole to attract or repel that another pole of a magnet, we can call it as pole strength here. So this pole strength is depends upon that. Look at here, this pole strength is depends on, so on what factors that pole strength is depends, we can consider here. Look at here, that pole strength is depends on nature of the magnet. So look at here, pole strength is depends on, first thing we can consider, this pole strength is depends on nature of the magnet, and second thing, it depends upon that area of cross sections. That is important point, it depends upon that area of cross section. It depends on area of cross section, we can consider. It is independent on the shape of the magnet. Look at here, that magnet means that is magnetic pole strength is independent on the shape of the magnet. It depends upon the nature of the magnet and area of cross section of this magnet. Look at here, for example, I said that magnet consists of two poles, right? One is north pole, another one is south pole. The distance between north and south pole is effective length or magnetic length, we can consider. That end to end distance we can consider as geometric length, right? Now look at here, for my convenience, that pole strength for the north pole I will represent by the letter plus m, for that south pole I will take it as minus m. Look at here, for the north pole strength I will represent by plus m symbol, for that south pole I will take it as minus m symbol here, right? So in case of this pole strength, I said that pole strength is depends upon that nature of the magnet and area of cross section, right? For example, I will take the magnet here, I will take bar magnet and I will cut that bar magnet in a parallel manner. So look at here, this is one bar magnet, right? North pole and south pole. I will cut this magnet in this manner, means parallel to the object, right? So if magnet is cut parallel, if magnet is cut into parallel, so look at here, So if the magnet is cut into parallel means magnetic length is remains same. However, you can cut in this fashion. So then magnetic length is remains same. If magnet is cut into parallel, look at here, magnetic length value is 2L only. But what about that magnetic pole strength here, or simply we can call it as pole strength. Pole strength is M dash, or new pole strength we can consider. Initial, before cutting its pole strength is M. After cutting parallel to the magnet, then what about its pole strength? Look at here, that pole strength is depends upon the area of cross section here. Here area of cross section is decreases, so I will make it into a half of the original magnet. If I divide into half means magnetic pole strength is also divide into half, that is M by 2 we can consider. Look at here, if you cut that magnet parallel means magnetic length will be remain same, but here pole strength is half of the initial one. Why? Because you cut it in a parallel manner means pole strength is depends upon that area of cross section, so that's what pole strength is decreases by half of the original value. Now another way of cutting I will take. Look at here, this is the magnet, right? North pole and south pole. This is magnetic length or effective length. Now I will cut that magnet in a perpendicular manner. Look at here, if I cut that magnet in a perpendicular manner, only one cut I will make for my simplicity. Okay, so I will cut that magnet half of its original length, means if I cut that magnet perpendicular here, if magnet is cut into perpendicular, if magnet is cut into perpendicular, look at here, if that magnet is cut into perpendicular means area of cross section is remains same. So if it is cut into parallel means which is remain same, magnetic length is remain same. For parallel cutting magnetic length is remain same, for perpendicular cutting pole strength is remains same. So remember this point, pole strength is remains same means, look at here, first thing I can consider that pole strength value is remains same. Pole strength M dash which is equal to M. So pole strength is remains same if you cut it in a perpendicular manner. And second thing we can consider that magnetic length here, magnetic length, new magnetic length 2L dash which is equal to original magnetic length divide by 2. So magnetic length is decreases half of the initial value. Look at here, so we are in the discussion of pole strength here. What's the mean of pole strength here? It is the ability of the pole to attract or repel by that another pole of the magnet. We can call it as pole strength here. That pole strength is depends upon the nature of the magnet and as well as area of cross section of the magnet. So if that magnet means pole strength of the magnet is depends upon the area of cross section means, if I take one bar magnet here, if I cut that bar magnet parallel to the object or parallel to the magnet, then here magnetic length value is remains same, whereas pole strength is decreases by half of the initial value. So remember one thing, if you cut that magnet in a parallel manner, here magnetic length is remains same, so pole strength value will get changes. If you cut that magnet in a perpendicular manner, here in this perpendicular manner pole strength is remains same, whereas magnetic length is decreases half of the initial value. So this is about pole strength. Next we'll go for that magnetic dipole moment. That magnetic dipole moment here, look at here, magnetic dipole moment. So that magnetic dipole moment is represented by the letter capital M. So as I mentioned that the properties of electric field and magnetic fields are similar. So already we discussed about that electric dipole moment. In the similar manner I can define about that magnetic dipole moment here. So magnetic dipole moment means it is the product of magnitude of either pole strength. Look at here, it is the product of either pole strength, So pole strength means the force of attraction or repulsion between the poles of the magnet. It is the product of either pole strength and magnetic length. So that we can consider as magnetic dipole moment. So is known as magnetic dipole moment we can consider. So mathematically I will give that expression for that magnetic dipole moment. So magnetic dipole moment is represented by the letter M here. So it is the product of either pole strength. I said pole strength is represented by the letter small m. So magnetic length, so that is 2L. So this is about that magnetic dipole moment. So this magnetic dipole moment is vector physical quantity. Magnetic dipole moment is vector physical quantity. Vector physical quantity. Look at here, it is a vector physical quantity. Direction of magnetic dipole is from south to north direction. Remember here, what is the direction of magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines starts from the north, ends with the south. Then what is the direction of magnetic dipole moment here? Direction of magnetic dipole is from that south to north direction. Look at here, direction of the dipole or magnetic dipole. Direction of the dipole is from south to north direction. South to north direction. So this is about that magnetic dipole moment. So related to this magnetic dipole moment, we'll have certain kind of neat application. Just we'll look after that. What are the neat probable questions they may ask related to magnetic dipole moment? Let me discuss one by one. Look at here. If I take the magnet, so if that magnet is divided into n equal parts, or if that magnet is getting bent, then what happens to that of magnetic moment we can consider? Variation of magnetic moment. So I can consider that neat applications. So what are the neat application we'll have here? So variation of magnetic moment when magnet is cut or bent here. Look at here, variation of magnetic moment when that magnet is bent or cut. First we can consider here, I will take that bar magnet here. If that bar magnet is cut into n equal parts parallel to the magnet, then what about that effective magnetic moment we can find out here. Look at here, if bar magnet is cut into n number of parts parallel to the magnet, then I can find out that then magnetic dipole moment is, then I can consider that magnetic dipole moment is. First we can consider that bar magnet here. Look at here, this is the bar magnet. It consists of north pole as well as south pole. If that magnet is cut into n equal parts, look at here, if that magnet is cut into n equal parts parallel to the object, so if that magnet is cut parallel to the object means which quantities remain same? Magnetic length is remain same. So we can consider that magnetic length first. Magnetic length will be 2L only. Then we can consider that pole strength here. So pole strength m dash, which is equal to m by n here. Why? Because if you cut that magnet parallel to the object or parallel to the magnet means its area of cross section is decreases. As a result of this, pole strength becomes m by n here. Then magnetic moment will be, new magnetic moment will be m dash into 2l dash. Look at here, what is the value of m dash here? M by n. 2l dash, its value is 2l only, right? So m into 2l, we can call it as initial magnetic dipole moment. Before cutting, its magnetic moment is m. After cutting, its magnetic moment becomes m by n. We can consider its magnetic moment will be m by n. Now in that second case, I will cut that same magnet into a n number of parts parallel to the object. This is the value. Then if I cut that magnet perpendicular to the magnet, so look at here, if magnet is cut into n number of parts perpendicular to the magnet, then what about that magnetic moment? I can find out here, north pole and south pole. If I cut that magnet into a n number of pieces perpendicular to the magnet, look at here, if I cut that perpendicular to the object, means which quantity will be remain same? So here pole strength is remain same. For perpendicular cut, pole strength is remain same. Pole strength m dash, which is equal to m. Second thing, magnetic length 2l dash, which is equal to 2l by n. We can consider magnetic length is changes n times of the original value. Then new magnetic moment m dash into 2l dash. M dash is m, here 2l dash is 2l by n. Again m into 2l, I can take it as m here. So again m dash, which is equal to m by n. Look at here, if that magnet is cut into n number of parts parallel to the magnet as well as perpendicular to the magnet, in both the case magnetic dipole moment is m by n only.